Hello, my tribe. I want to continue on with the psychology of a collapsed society and what it takes to get through that. There has to be a shifting of your mentality during a time when everything we've known no longer exists, when the rules don't work anymore, they just don't apply. Civility is out the window. No one's civil to you anymore. They simply want what you have because they have nothing. So I'm going back again to Selko Begovic in his book, Memoirs from the Balkan Wars, or via Survival Theory 2 from Jonathan Hollerman. This is talking about morality and psychological changes, and right here. SHTF gives 0 Fs about your excuses. Only performance matters. Tough situations require tough people, tough decisions. Hard things have to be done. There's first place, and there's everything else. There's just winners and losers. 0 points given for second place, 0 points given for third place. To win, a whole lot of it is psychological. You got to be able to be mentally tough and not fold under pressure. Part of that is toughening your mind now to the realization of what it may be like. So on page 222 of Memories from the Balkan War, Selko says, some things about mentality and about morality changed drastically. Every man changed in some way. Some of us more, others less. Some people welcomed that change in their thoughts and saw a whole new situation as some change to do things that they could not do in normal times, not without punishment from the system. Most of the people accepted some things over time, almost without noticing it. He's talking about the shift in what's acceptable behavior and what's not. Live long enough in a collapsed society, and your concept of right and wrong changes. Things you thought were wrong before become everyday common occurrences and accepted now. For example, you might wake up one day with thoughts that to steal things had become almost normal, useful. It became a must-do thing. Even with some newly accepted behavior, people still had some judgment about what is bad and what is okay. It was distorted, but it still was there. When everything is totally collapsed and the electric grid is gone, who owns what? Who owns what? Does the grocery store down the road, does all of that stuff in that grocery store still belong to some corporation in New York whom you can never get any money to? You can't write them a check. You can't debit them something. Your cash has no meaning to them. Who does it belong to? Does it belong to anybody? If you don't take it, some warlord's going to in a day. So think about your mentality and the situations you'll find yourself in. I'm not saying change your moral compass. We always need to be focused on Christ. But I'm saying morality and simple things change. The rules change. That stuff belongs to whoever can take it now, because the organization that put it there no longer exists. The easiest way to explain it would be to say that almost everyone did things that normal people in normal times could not accept as a normal behavior. But comparing to some other people's actions, it was nothing. It was like the scale of what is good or bad was moved all together for everyone. Facing all the killing and misery, smoking marijuana became accepted by everyone. Humans looked for an escape, and alcohol was too precious. But one thing is for sure, whenever I hear these days somebody say, I will not do that if SHTF, or I will only do that if SHTF. Whenever I hear that, I feel sick. Wait and see. The truth is, you never know how far you are going to go in order to survive. There is no way to know that before SHTF. Everything else is only talking and discussing in front of PC, in nice, warm room, safe, not hungry or thirsty and not under fire or with high chance of losing one's life or the likelihood that loved ones are going to get murdered at any time. And to make things clear, I am not approving of those things that I wrote about. I am not advocating some actions. Everyone has to find the line and choose his own good or bad actions. I am just sharing what happened and how I experienced it. It is one thing to suggest what kind of medicines you must have in storage, but for some other things there is no advice. It is all on you. It is a mindset thing and no equipment can help. Most of the people, a great majority of people, are ready to say instantly, I am a good man and I'll only do good things when SHTF. The truth is, when SHTF, a lot of those good and nice people forget those strong decisions, mostly after the first few close gunshots or explosions, or after finding out that the local food store is gone, just like any other store. I, like most of you, I guess, want to believe, in fact, that some of punishment is going to catch up to all the people who did or who are going to do bad things. Let me state right now, there is no such thing as without rule of law. There is only rule of a different law. When the rule of law here, that you and I are familiar with every day, goes away, another rule of law comes in and takes its place very quickly. Nature hates a vacuum. It rushes to fill a void. And if there's a void in law, then lawlessness will step in and establish a new law. The new law of the Hells Angels. The new law of Venezuelan gangs. That will be the new reality. And you need to wrap your mind around that. So what's the best way to perpetuate normalcy for your family? To have a plan, to have a solid plan, and to have a plan B. And your plan A needs to be somewhere to go, to get away from people, because people are going to be behaving badly. An awful lot of people are going to be behaving badly. And you're not going to shoot your way out of it. Every outgoing round has multiple rounds coming in, and you simply lose in that mathematical equation. Just a matter of time. For longevity of the people you love, get them out of the way. And that means getting remote and getting prepared. Being prepared to go there, having a plan to get there. All those things are important. Because again, SHTF gives 0 Fs about your excuses. It's too hard, it's too much, it's too whatever. 0 Fs are given. The only thing SHTF cares about, and your family should care about, is your performance. That is all that matters. Get that through your head and get busy with it. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.